Welcome back immediately after the last episode. I done some thinking and I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to bring you guys for the fun. So what we can do is find a resource depot, and because we have so much resources, we can sell off a fair bit of them. So let's do that right now. And you guys can come along for the ride. Just have some fun, relax. Press spacebar to continue. F9, find that resource depot right away. And that's the equipment dock. I'm not worried about that for right now. Whoops, deselected it. Resource depot. And let us sell a lot of our resources. Oh, look at that. We have so much Xanian now. Isn't that great, guys? That is a significant amount. We may never... Now we can actually, not worry about being conservative with our transporter blocks. I mean, I still am because, our ships are in the trinium area, so I'm going to have them primarily made out of trinium. But now I can go back to putting the transporter blocks on the stuff. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. I think it's like 2K or whatever, something like that for that. There we go. Trade resources, sell off. We got a lot of... Yeah, fine, take that. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to sell everything over 5 million for the Neonite. So we got 2267,035. I'm going to sell that all off, and I shouldn't have to worry about money for a second. Now we're going to go back here to the turret factory. Get that off right now. Alright. Zip away from the station as we spin. There we go. Look at the negotiator building the fighters and whatnot. I think once I make this ship a little bit bigger, I won't have to worry about the production value, because it's going to take quite a long time if I lose my fighters. I made the durability up. People have been saying that if you put, or at least on forums, that if you have like shield generators on your fighter, that you'll have shield generators on the ship design that you're using as a fighter. It'll make the fighter have a shield generator. I have yet to have that work for me. People tell me that. I see that on the not people, but I see that on the forum all the time, and I have yet to have that happen. Like this ship, P and hangar, like these little pulse things. I have a shield generator on that little ship, but as you can see, it's not done that. But it'll work out. Oh my goodness, it's going to take a long time for those to get produced. My word. Yeah, it's all right. Where's the turret factory supplier? Alright, let's go back to the joyous... Whoops. Oh, would you look at that? Isn't that nice? And go back to our funsies. Alright, let us drift down a little bit. Just drift ever so gently. I think legendary docking things let you dock like 4K out. I have that on one of my miners. I probably should tear that off and, put that on my main ship, but... Whoever said I would do things the smart way. Alright, so we got our coppers, we got the electromagnetic. Alright. Electromagnets. Alright. How many did I need? I need 126. Did I already buy 126? Yeah, I already bought them. Alright. And then the electromagnetic charges. Was that the one that we needed? It said minus 23. Alright. And volume, credits, max. Alright. So, doop doop boop, brain fart. I think I needed just like 50 of those right now. 55? No, brain dead. Oh, I tell you, man, my capacity to think. I need to record when I'm actually, awake and not like dead on the inside. Yeah, 55. Always double check the maths, especially putting down that many credits. Good heavens. So now we have all the E-charges we need. Yeah, I already told my ship to stop salvaging in that sector because I knew I was going to miss it. So we got the E-charges, which is fantastic. Energy cells we didn't need. Explosive charges, I don't think we needed any explosive charges. That would be a negative, none of those. High capacity lenses. Alright, how many of those? We needed 40. So let's get 40. Happy day. Put a check mark on that. Moving down the list. High pressure tubes. I don't think we needed any of those. Actually, yes we did, didn't we? Yes, 42 of them. 42. Merry Christmas to me. Servos is 390, I think. You know what? We're just going to wing it. 390 and see and hope. Steel. I know we needed steel. 90 was it? Yeah, 90. 90 steel. Delightful. So now we got the steel. Little bike bump for you guys. We got the high pressure tubes. Alright. Happy day. So now we need some Gauss. We need targeting system, laser heads, laser compressors, crystal, and that appears to be all in my notes. So let's find another turret factory. Actually, do you have targeting systems, sir? Yeah, I know. You don't have targeting systems. That's fine. So let's find the turret factory. And wherever there's a turret factory, there's usually a turret factory supplier. So let's go there and see if he has anything we want. We have 9 million monies left. My goodness. We're going to go through all of our money just trying to kit the ship out, but it'll be worth it. I really hate these designs, well, the red squiggles and whatnot. I really like the look of the neonite armor. Not the neonite armor, but the neonite blocks with the little green inlay. I think that looks pretty good with if you have like a black ship. But, or the tritium, because the tritium's really not, doesn't have too much blue showing. So I do like that. But I'm sure there's a way to like turn that off or change it around, but I don't know it. This right here, I like that. It's not really like expressing what the ship's made out of, but it still looks nice. Alright, let's go to the turret factory supplier, and before I get all the way over to him, let's see if he has anything that I want. I already bought the crystals. He has crystals. We need crystals. So, definitely, sir, let's go to you. Alright, and away we go. My goodness. That insurance. Maybe I should stop buying insurance and I'll actually have money. Alright, look at that. Unboosted speed. 1,150 meters per second. That's fantastic, man. Need my camera centered a little bit more. There we go. You press Alt and then you move your mouse however you want to have your camera lined up for your ship. Alright, we should drift right into this station. Docking it, we're going to trade our goods. And how many crystals was it? 10 crystals. Alright, I feel like I did math wrong for the crystals, but we'll find out. So crystals are done. There they are. Keep that up to see if it has anything else that I want. So, targeting systems, no targeting systems. Crystals, energy cells we didn't need. So you need laser heads, laser compressors, targeting system, and gauze. Do you have gauze? You don't have gauze. Alright. You have aluminum. Conductors we don't need. Alright. Let's head on to the next one. We'll just loop our way like that. Go up to this one, then down to those guys. I don't even think we'll have enough money to actually build those turrets, though. I could always sell off more of my resources, but... nah. Yeah, look at that, man. The lollipop is getting me plenty of resources. I do need to upgrade the other one, because it's still on the Neonite stage as far as fighters on it go. So it definitely does need to get upgraded. But, you know, we'll take care of that later. And I think I'll keep that other one, because the lollipop's getting me the Xanian, so I'll have the other one in the Trinium sector. There we go. Turret factory supplier. Do you have any fun toys? There's the compressors. I believe I needed those still. Yes. Was it gauze rails that I needed, or I just wrote down gauze? Oh boy. I'm going to say yes, it was gauze rails. I really hope. My goodness. They are really, that insurance, man. It'll catch up eventually, then I'll never have to worry about it again, but... who knows, by the time I pay off all that insurance, maybe the energy suppressor will be, done with its life cycle. Alright, just skedaddle, skadoodle. I'm in space and I like my noodles. So the gauze rail was 78. 78, let's just buy that. Buy, done. Gauze is done. I need laser heads and laser compressors. Laser compressors. I need 10. Beautiful. Alright. So now we just need targeting systems and laser heads. So let's continue on our merry way. We're still getting a lot of Neonite, and I'm not using Neonite for anything. Is there a resource depot in the next one I'm going to? There is. I'll sell off all of our Neonite in that next sector. That way we have plenty of money to play around with, and we're still getting plenty of Neonite in this area, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, where was that resource depot? All the way over there. How far are you? Oh, that's not too bad. My goodness, guys. But I do like how now that we're, oh boy. Whee! Oh man, I love this. So much fun. Ooh, excuse me. Just sell off all the Neonite. Goodbye, Neonite. Oh, wait. I need to? How close do I have to be for this resource depot? There we go. I don't know why I had to be so close. Now, I shouldn't need money for quite a long time. Now let's get to that turret factory supplier, talk to him, See what we have. Aluminum, crystals, we have our crystals. Energy inverters, we don't need. Energy tubes, we don't need. Explosive charges. Yay, I have the dangerous good thing, that's fine. Targeting cards, we needed targeting systems, I think it was. Yeah, targeting systems and wires. Alright, nothing that we want here. And away we go. Let's get further away from that station. Don't want my butt to whack it. That's a really tiny resource depot, too. Ah, delicious. So laser heads and targeting systems is all I need. And of course, they're going to be hard to track down. I already know my luck with things. Yeah, no laser heads. Jerk. I mean, pleasant individual. Alright. My goodness, look at that time to recharge. Beautiful, beautiful. Just getting us all the resources we need, which is fantastic. This one I'll upgrade you into a ship in the sector's calling for help. Where are you at? Oh. Glad I could help, guys. Glad I could help. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, before I forget, scroll back up here. So the unarmed turret one, where is it at? Doop-a-doop-boom. Unarmed turret, that one you get from a mobile merchant, and a mobile merchant popped into a sector, and I immediately snatched that up. So there's that. If you can't afford it, always get it. And when you can, just sell off any systems, any turrets if you can't afford it. Because, you know, RNGesus is RNGesus. I think it was 1.5 million to buy it. So that was, you know, the thing. Come on, charge. There we go. Aren't you guys enjoying this relaxing episode? Darth Vader's flagship is an Executor-class Star Destroyer. It has more than 5,000 turbo layers and ion cannons. Yay! Vader lives, guys. Vader lives. I'm going to say something controversial, and you guys are going to love this. Original trilogy, fantastic. Prequel trilogy, amazing. The Clone Wars TV series, fantastic. The sequels, I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart. I think that the actors did a great job. I think the set designs were fantastic. I think the CGI was on point. I think the story could use a little bit of work. If the sequels were their own movies, not set in the Star Wars universe, I think they would be good movies on their own. Still a little bit of campy stuff and whatnot, but let's be honest, the original trilogy had some really crappy dialogue as well, but it was still good. It was like the overarching story. You know, shoot, we have Luke, the main protagonist, get introduced to him about how we get introduced to him. He's like, I don't want to do my chores. But let's be honest, I love that. And yeah, I don't have the things that I want here. And so, but the original trilogy I liked because Luke. All right, they encounter the big bad guy Vader, right? The big bad guy Vader. First, A New Hope. They encounter Vader. Oh no, it's scary. He's big. He's imposing. Everything like that. Luke doesn't go toe to toe with him. It's Obi-Wan that goes toe to toe with him, and you know they whack each other and whatnot, do that little thing, which is pretty good. But it wasn't like Luke won. We are introduced. We know that Vader's powerful. We know that Vader's this, and it wasn't like Luke went against this major bad guy in the first movie and then was taking them all head on. No, we get like that, and then next thing you know, like even then, Luke's training. Luke is doing stuff, or even then, you know, we get into Empire Strikes Back, and then everything like that. Speaking out my ass a little bit, but we get to see Luke's training from farm boy to Jedi Master. Like, he's not overpowered in any way. In fact, he kind of loses to his dad, just a little bit, you know, and so he's not overpowered, and I like that. It makes it more believable. Well, maybe not believable in a series with space wizards, but his progression feels earned. Because we see it on screen, and the thing I think that a lot of people have, and me myself with the sequels, Rey, is that she just starts off overpowered. Yes, I know Kylo Ren got shot with, the blaster rifle, yada yada, blah blah blah. But the first scene we see Kylo Ren, what does he do with his Force ability? He stops a fucking blaster mid blast. Still no laser heads. But actually, want laser heads? Laser. Laser head. Well, there's something over here. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep tracking around. It's more turret factory suppliers over here. Yeah, I guess we'll keep hitting them up. But Rey just gets, I don't know. She just starts off uber badass. And I hate when I talk to some friends and whatnot. They're like, oh, like anti-feminism. I'm like, no, there's plenty of good female characters, but I'm saying like the progression. Yes, I get that we find out at the end of it all she's Palpatine's granddaughter and yada yada, blah blah blah. So maybe some inherent force ability, this, that, the other thing. But it's like with the sequels, they tried to undo everything that the Star Wars trilogy has built up. And I don't mind that they didn't make Luke out to be, this uber guy that would come in and save the day. I like how he did like that Obi-Wan thing where like, retires as a hermit someplace away from all the drama and whatnot. But Obi-Wan retired to keep after Luke. Luke retires because depression after the Jedi Academy. But one thing that I don't understand is why Luke attacked Kylo. I'm ranting right now, by the way. If you guys can't tell, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just emotional about Star Wars right now, and I have been for a while. And I need to get off my chest. But so like, Luke sees darkness in Kylo Ren, his nephew, and immediately goes to try and kill him. Luke, the dude who refused to fight his father. Well, I mean, he fought his father, but he refused to strike down his father and fight him like that. The dude who turned off his lightsaber mid-fight because he saw that there was a glimmer of hope in his father to come back to the good side. The dude who was willing to toss away his own life for the chance that his father could come back is going to strike down his grandson because, doesn't like it. Also out of reach. I find that hard to believe. I know that characters change over time, but I just don't. Unless I could see like Luke like over the course of time like becoming more disgruntled and more weary in the way that things are, then I could kind of like see that transition, but we don't get to see that transition of how Luke got that way. Like, why is Luke going to strike down his nephew because he sees a little bit of darkness when all it took when he saw his father, this, all that dark side power, all that dark side, he just saw a glimmer of hope and a glimmer of good, and he was willing to bring back his father, but he's willing to kill his nephew? It's a little bit awkward, don't you think? I feel that Adam Driver did a fantastic job. I'm sad that we didn't get to see much. Like, the Knights of Ren looked really cool, and we didn't get to see anything with them. It's like they wanted to try and expand the universe, which I'm perfectly fine with, but they wanted to shrink it at the same time. They just couldn't make up their minds. It's like they wanted to. I mean, don't get me wrong, Star Wars is always about the merchandising, but it's like they focus too much on merchandising. Like, Star Wars is not going to die for a long time. There will always be fans that love it, and The Mandalorian is doing a fantastic thing with that. Like, The Mandalorian is something that's good. Jin is not overpowered or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, he relies on the help of others quite often. But his victories feel well earned. His character development feels well earned. Now with Grogu, that feels, the relationship, it's pretty good. Like, granted, and here's the thing about The Mandalorian, it's a Western about a dude who doesn't want to be a dad taking care of an adopted child. Yep, we've never seen we've seen that like over and over again, where that type of pairing, where somebody that doesn't want to be in a parent role gets thrust in that parent role, and they got to protect the youngling, or well, the individual, or youngin, as Southerners say. Like, the story overall is a story that's been fleshed out and it's been done before, but how it's presented is what makes it good. And again, I'm just ranting, so there's no rhyme or reason right now. Like, I'm going from topic to topic about Star Wars, so there you have it. Actually, the trading post might have some funsies. Let's see if it does while I'm in this sector. Nope. There we go, the turret factory supplier. But, so yeah. Like, I'm just salty about this. I'm just so salty about the sequels, man. Like, extremely salty. Like, they could have been so much better. And it's like, I get it, it's a Star Wars universe, it's fantastic, but it's like, well, we got rid of the Death Star, we've seen that 1,000 times, 2 Death Stars and everything like that. The New Order, now we have the Star Killer. It's a planet, no longer the size of a moon, it's the size of a planet. Whoa, snap, and now it's gonna do that stuff. Like, mark my words, if when Episode 10 comes out, like, we know it's the new movie's gonna come out eventually, but when Episode 10 comes out, whenever it wants to come out, if they have, instead of a Death Star thing the size of a moon, then we have like a Death Star thing the size of a planet. If we have like, and it's the size of a star now, I'm out. I'm quitting the franchise completely. Like, the Empire, I think they had like so much more, like, they had such a good setting, like remnants of the Empire. Like, obviously you're gonna have still people loyal to the Empire. The Republic is doing horrible things, like, as far as keeping their stuff. Like, how's this happen? They beat the rebellion, and then like not even 20 years later, they're in shambles, and now they're the Resistance. So did you not win the war? Like, what happened? Did you just fail at your political leadership? Like, how did you beat the Empire and then fail? Like, we didn't get to see any of that. It's just like 20 years later, and it's just like, oh, the rebellion is now the resistance. We failed. Blah 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 blah. Now we got the new order. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? And then, oh no. And then, don't get me wrong. The last scene, it had a lot of bombast and it was good in the episode 9. Don't get me wrong. I really did enjoy it. It was a lot, but when you see all the ships coming and everything like that, that was nice. But to say that there's nobody loyal to the resistance, like, for a while, or people are losing hope, that's bullshit. Like, they just took down the biggest empire in the world. Alright, here's an example. I'm an American. 1776, we fought an empire. We were like, fuck you guys. We don't like your taxes. There was a lot more to it, but I'm abbreviating for right now. But we're like, man, we don't like your taxes. We don't like this, the other thing, and so many other issues, with Thomas Paine and everything like that. And as an American, we still gloat about that. We still like, yeah, we took on the biggest empire. And we're proud of that. Alright? And that was in 1776 when we started that all good thing, a little bit beforehand, and then a little bit afterwards, but a lot afterwards. But, we took on the biggest empire, the British Empire, and we won. Our beginning government was awful, it was weird, we didn't have one president, we had a couple presidents. George Washington wasn't the first president, contrary to popular belief. We had a couple more before him, but, history. Anyway, to stay off of the political side, but we still gloat about that. We're still happy about that. Like, it's not like I walk down the street and then, like, now I'm like here, like, resistance members against the British military. No, but we're our own, like, country now. We're doing our own thing, and let's be honest. The main trait of being an American, especially when you go onto like Reddit and whatnot, and you realize about like what other countries think about us, we're definitely narcissistic. They're absolutely right. But you're talking, over 200 years later, we're still gloating about the fact that we took on the British Empire. And the Resistance can't gloat about the fact or like hold on to it for 20 years? Get out of here. Like, come on, man. I did like that they made Leia an official Jedi, trained under Luke. That made me happy. Granted, it was like, like a 15-second scene. That was great. Um, some of the CGI is pretty dope. I do have to rewatch them. I've watched all of them once, and then I didn't watch them again because it just pained me as a Star Wars fan. Oh man, where'd my book go? I was talking to you guys and I got sidetracked. Boop, get my little pink folder. Still need laser heads and targeting systems, and I cannot find any of those. Laser modulators, but I need laser heads. Y'all suck, man. This is getting ridiculous. But they could have done so much better. That, especially when Disney bought it, I was worried and happy at the same time when Disney bought the rights. Like, I understand Lucas, he's like, I'm getting old, this, that, the other thing. And let's be honest, the fans, I don't like. Please, guys, this is one fan. If you're a fan of the Star Wars series, stop attacking the actors, dude. They're people. They're like you or me, man. Like, they got a script, they did their job. Don't attack the actors. Um, like in film writing, like when I look like at documentaries, there's a lot of drama that goes on. Like sometimes they want to put this in, but they can't put that in because these two people butt heads, yada yada, blah blah blah. That's any workplace. You're always going to have headbutting, but don't attack the actors, man. Like, look what y'all did, like to poor, like, because I was a kid when let me just check this out, and then I will change from there. Laser modulators. Yeah, my goodness. We're trying, guys, but we are not winning. Alright. Although there's probably one up in here, but I don't feel like exploring for it. So, like, I didn't realize how awful people were to the dude who played young Anakin. Like, what does that say about the fan base? That they just, like, terrorized a guy that he doesn't gave up acting. And then, like, reading some of the hate and whatnot. Like, bro, calm down with the hate. Like, let's complain about, like, attack the idea, not the individual, man. Keep that in, like, politics, too. Like, attack the idea, but not the individual, man. It was so inappropriate. The poor guy. And I didn't realize how... I was like, why do I have so much stuff? And it's like, because I'm buying things. But, good golly, that recharge time. But, like... Don't attack the actors. Like, I can't think of her name, but the lady that played Rey, she did a fantastic job. She did a great job. I like her as an actor. I don't like her character, which is perfectly fine. Just didn't like, Rey Palpatine than Rey Skywalker. Like, there's nothing wrong with adoption and things like that. I get that. That's perfectly fine. In fact, a little bit about me, like, the person who I call dad, isn't my biological dad, but I love him with all my heart, and he loves me with all his heart. Like, no blood, but all heart, man. So I get that. Like, your father figure and the person who helps raise you, well, maybe not, well, my father raised me, but in Rey's case, she didn't get that mentorship till later in her life. Like, it doesn't have to be blood, and you can take on the name and be proud of that. That's perfectly fine. But, it comes at the end, and then where does she bury the fucking lightsaber? Where does she bury Anakin's lightsaber? In sand, dude. In sand. Like, I get it, it's on Tatooine, their home, where it all started, blah, 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 this, that, the other thing. But in sand. And we all know how much Anakin loves sand. Oh, man. I guess the Star Wars series is pretty much like keeping up with the Skywalkers. How much damage can one family do to an entire galaxy? And that's a toxic relationship. Like Padme and Anakin, man, don't get me started. Like, let's talk about the prequels for a second. their love life. He's like, yo, I just killed a bunch of Tuscan Raiders, and she's like, oh baby, I'm so wet. Do that today. Go to your significant other and be like, hey, I went down to, yada yada, and I just murdered everybody. Yeah, it not gonna work unless you got a Bonnie and Clyde thing going on. The average individual isn't going to be happy about that. They're probably going to give you a little bit of a lecture. Again, I'm just ranting. There's no rhyme or reason to this, and I'm tramping around. I got some caffeine in my system trying to go. But I'm having trouble focusing, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really disappointed with the franchise. Like, and then I remember too, everybody criticized Kylo's new lightsaber. Dude, it's his lightsaber. Like, he can design it how he wants. That's perfectly fine. Like, the lightsaber is an extension of the individual. So if he wants a lightsaber with a crossguard, why not? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but as far as the Skywalker family goes, it's a tradition for them to get their hand cut off. So by that, I'm just having no luck with these things. Alright, where am I at? And then there's none here. Alright, let's keep on traipsing about. Let's go to an empty sector. That way we can recharge a little bit faster. But I don't know, man. Like, they have a history of losing their hands, so having a crossguard isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think that the fight when him and Rey fought those red dudes and Snoke was pretty cool. I don't understand why the dude didn't strike her with the dagger in that one scene. That still makes no sense to me. Or it just magic happened. Cool, awesome. The Force works in mysterious ways, I guess. But to quote Han, that's not how the Force works, but who are we to know how the Force works? But like, bro, they could have done so much. Like, and then FN, man. Like, a stormtrooper that, you know, fled and everything like that. Oh man, he had so much potential. Like, Boyega, fantastic actor, dude. Fantastic actor. They could have done so much with his talents. So much with his talents, and they didn't. Why? Why did they waste his talents? He's such a fantastic actor. They could have done so much with his character and his talents. He would have been able to do so many good things. Like, you have just like that whole thing back there, like, rebelling against, I get it was his first engagement, yada yada, blah blah blah. Some people complained, well, it's his first engagement, blah blah blah, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, his first engagement, and then it gives him like PTSD and a real shell shock. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Like, if you're thrust into a situation like that you don't want to be there in the first place, then why? I'm not going to attack those guys unless they attack me, because there's no point. They'll just drop awful turrets. But like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's alright. I think that's fine. Getting shell shock in his first battle, especially after seeing that, shooting civilians, that would definitely mess up somebody's head. At least I think it would. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. But it is what it is. Oh, it's just the factory. Oh boy. Turret factory, test turret factory. Supplier is there. Is there really no supplier in this sector? Huh. That's unusual. But I don't know, man. I think they could have done better. They really could have done better. As far as Leia surviving in space, I think you can survive in space for like a couple seconds, if I remember like reading about it right, which is perfectly fine in the Force. Her doing that little Force thing, randomly coming back to the ship. I have feelings about that scene. Like, I feel that they could have honored Carrie Fisher a little bit better than they did, but I don't know in the production cycle when life did what life does. And, but I feel that if her death happened in that scene, it would have had much more impact on the story and a much better impact on the fans as well. But by having what's her face, Alda, or whatever it is, the purple-haired lady, her be the one to do the sacrifice. I get it, random character, things happen. It doesn't have to be a named character, but her sacrifice didn't make sense to me. And then like her not telling anybody on the ship, I get it, there could be a spy among us, yada yada, blah blah blah. That's fine, but you'd think sharing with your high command what you're doing would be an idea, maybe. Like, you're really going to tell me that Poe you suspect is a traitor, so you don't want to share with him because he's a traitor? Like, he wouldn't have done the stupid shit he did if it was just like, hey man, you know, look, this is what we're doing. Because once he found out, oh look, and I get it. It was supposed to be like a moral lesson about how Poe is hot-headed and, you know, like going to be the one hero that saves the day, yada yada, this, that, the other thing. Yes, I get the moral lesson. I understand that. There's more to it, but I don't feel like getting into it. I understand that. That's perfectly fine. I think they could have written it better. But, yeah. Oh, finally, Laserheads. Oh, we've been looking for you guys forever. We only had to go across the entire galaxy to get it. But yeah, he could have been so much better. It was just, I don't know. It could have been so much better, especially with the budget and the skill that Disney has. Because when Disney wants to do something good, they do good when they want to. Um, the only problem with Disney is that they're a publicly traded company, so they're going to do what publicly traded companies do. No targeting systems. Targeting system. So there's one up that way, but let's move our way down here. I think I got to go all the way back. Yeah, all the way back here. Yeah, it's all the way back at the beginning of the galaxy. That's fine. You guys can come along for the ride. But they could have done so much better, man. So much better. And they didn't. Because they hate Star Wars. And they redeemed themselves with the Mandalorian. But I think the only reason that they were even getting treated to the Mandalorian as that stuff is because, you know, they realized they messed up and they tried to revive the franchise. Like, we had Solo. I didn't really like Solo. I think it could have been better. And now they're just going to start pumping out stuff like I saw. Like, we're coming out with Ahsoka. There's going to be Kenobi. Kenobi I'm excited for. And I just hope that... Wow, 3-minute cooldown? Holy crap. But, so, like... Give me a second to get my thoughts collected, guys. I've returned with a glass of water, so that is delicious. But with all the series that they're coming out with now, as a Star Wars fan, I'm happy to see all these different series. And I'm excited for what they're going to do with them. But I know that either one, Star Wars is going to get oversaturated and it's going to maybe lose its importance, or two, they're not going to really focus on writing it well. They're just going to be focused on fleshing out these characters until they just get run through. Like, I don't see Disney going out on any of the shows on a high note. I feel like they're going to keep driving the shows until until it's oversaturated, till the writing dries down, and even if they don't have any good ideas, I don't see them going out on a high note. And I'm really worried because I do love the Star Wars franchise. I mean, I grew up watching Star Wars. Remember my grandparents, they had the OT on VHS, and I probably wore out those VHSs quite a fair bit. I thoroughly enjoyed them, watching them over and over and over again. Like, you finish it, you rewind it, then you watch it again. Oh man, absolutely love it. Oh, even that guy needs targeting systems. But no, there are targeting systems. We're gonna buy them for us. My goodness. This recharge rate. Oh, look at that. We still got plenty of our money. We're still mining plenty of resources. Definitely need to upgrade the candy cane. But I don't know, man. I'm just worried. As a Star Wars fan, I'm worried with what they're going to do with the franchise. Still play that every now and then. I haven't been able to do it lately. But I did like shoot, what was it? The BioWare game for Star Wars, that online one. I remember playing it when it first came out with my ex-fiance Robin, or my ex-fiance individual Birdie. We played that together. Then I probably didn't. Then I realized that now apparently it's free to play, which was pretty cool. So I jumped back in on it. And yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Still played a little bit every now and then. They did pretty good with the lore. You know, you fight Revan, so that's a thing. And I do like it because it's kind of like separated by just a couple, years from the main original trilogy, so they can write whatever they want. Like the Kotar world's pretty good, pretty well written. I'm excited for that. But I don't know. Being a Star Wars fan is hard, guys. But yeah, the sequels, if they were their own standalone movies, not placed in the Star Wars universe, they'd be fantastic movies. My goodness, we got to go all the way to the start of the game in order to get targeting systems. That is insane. If it wasn't so expensive to get the factory up and running for my own targeting systems, I'd do that now, but then it'd have to buy the resources. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We could get the Lady Adventurous from doing the fleet commands, but I really don't care. My goodness, guys. Well, yeah, that's my rant for the day. Yay. Oh, we gotta do 2 jumps. Of course we do. Let's go to an empty sector. Let's see, and just fly in a straight line for a little bit while we wait. See if we can hit the wall before it recharges. I wonder if there is a wall in these sectors. I've never flown that far away. I'm sure that there is. The Exxon is selling money. Wow, selling fuel, making us money. Which is pretty good. Look at that. We're already getting Neonite back. Getting plenty of Trinium. Getting Xanian now. We're getting a lot of Xanian. That makes me happy. Actually, let's see how long it takes for my battery to drain, because they did put some batteries on here. I'm just going to hold the space bar rather than watching it, so keep boosting for a couple seconds. Oh, there it goes, and then it starts draining. Yeah, that battery is something else. Oh, cool, but as long as I notice it in time, it doesn't completely drain with a boost, which is nice. Nice, and how far away are we from everything? Wow. Would you look at that? My goodness. I think I'm just going to buy as many of those things as I can, so I never have to worry about buying them again. In fact, once I buy them, I'm going to switch back to, because we have enough money to upgrade the Sunbro, so I will definitely upgrade the Sunbro. And order this guy to hop all the way back on its lonesome. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that ranting about Star Wars. I might do that with the event Avorion series. Use the episodes to find a topic, rant, write down some talking points. That way it's not just incoherent babble. Because let's face it, it will be incoherent babble. Look at all these cute little asteroids. Alright. Sunbro's doing fantastic. We're selling plenty of oil, which is great. And our fuel factory is making us a decent amount of money. Sunbro, I'm excited to upgrade the Sunbro. They've earned it. Or he's earned it, rather. The Sunbro may be our first Xanian ship because it's yellow and Sunbro's earned it. But it's going to be a lot of Xanian to invest. Alright, let's get close up on here. Tread goods, targeting systems. Oh, they only have 31. And how many did I need? Oh, perfect. Oh, wait, no, they have more than 31. Oh, yeah, they only have 31. So let's buy all 31. My goodness, guys. Uber sad face. Alright, well, we just bought them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press T. I'm going to say M. I'm going to get the negotiator. And I'm just going to have it do this magically for us. That's because it's going to take forever. Just warp to friendly sectors just to play. Well, I mean, I don't doubt anything bad will ever happen. But, just play it safe. This is going to take forever. Oh boy, is this going to take forever. There we go. And then we are going to switch to the sector, switch crafting sector, switch to the Sunbro. I'm going to build it. I'm going to go to Save Designs. I'm going to change it up into our station. There we go. It definitely doesn't have enough people, that's fine. It needs a transporter system, but I don't think it's necessary. So I'm going to view all blocks, and then I want to see the transporter system. Read. Engine, cargo bay. Actually, it doesn't have a what? Oh, it's because I have the transporter upgrade on here. Let's just go to P, and we're just going to tear that off. Oh, that's a good one. I can't get close to an equipment dock with this thing, though. Alright, we'll keep it on there. It'll always complain, but we'll keep it on there. Then I have my crew. Let's see here what we need to do to start making this a little bit more beneficial. I have 4 spare crewmen here. Alright, hire crew. Give me... sure, why not? Give me all 102 people, because you're going to be upgraded over the course of time. Wrenchy boys. Let's get all 44 of you. And then we are going to take off the auto assign, so I can just do this. I could have just looked at how many people do we have. 8 untrained. All right, fine then. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so just train up 1 more for now. Actually, let's train up 20 of them. Actually, that's not the high priority. Let's get some mechanics in here. We want at least 20 mechanics to be hired. That'll be fine. You're going to need more pilots over the course of time. We'll keep the pilots in there. And look at that. We don't even need as many sergeants now. So I'm just going to drop down the sergeants for now. Auto assign just in case. Okay, then we need, when the pilots land. Check out our hangar. The hangar's fine. Produces it in 1 minute. Nice. I'm going to go to P, cargo, energy cells. We'll see if the energy cells, so 4,000 is our baseline. If it drops down to, I guess 3,000, I'll upgrade it. But until it does, I'm not going to worry about that. So there we go. We got that maintenance going good. I think only 2 squads ever fly, so maybe having 3 squads is a waste. See here, the fuel factory. See how that's doing. Yeah, it has all those people that it needs. It's already stocked up, but it's not delivering goods to any station. I don't even have it set up to fetch goods. I'm going to go to P here. This is a Sunbro. Right? Yeah, this is Sunbro. We need to go to colors, and we need to find yellow. Yellow. And then we make it yellow because it's the Sunbro. Actually, can I just say Control A, and then how do I do this? What? C space? Nope, that didn't do it. Whoops. Perfect. Raggedy paint job. But there we go. We'll get the yellow on here because it's the Sunbro. Nice, nice, nice. See you over there. Make my life easy. Get in there. There we go. Nice. There we go. Get down here. Get up there. And just to play it safe with you. Boop. Nice. There we go, guys. There we go. Now the Sunbro is looking fantastic. Alright, do you guys see any more pink? I do. Alright. Oh, hello there. There we go. Oh, hello. Don't worry, I didn't forget you. I didn't forget you. Alright, any more pink? No more pink. Beautiful. And I want to go to blocks. I want the Xanian name block because that'll make it yellow. There we go. Nice. And then make these guys yellow. Oh, that doesn't make the, that's fine. Alright, we'll stop it there. But there we go, the Sunbro is updated. Isn't that nice? Oh, hello there. Nice. There we go, good old Sunbro. Happy day. Yeah, I think it's producing more than enough E-cells. There we go. The orientation of where people dock has changed because it has the two docks inside. I don't know why, even beforehand, the docks on the bottom, the ships were not docking with them, even though they're orientated right. So we have the docks on the front, and oh, look at that. We got a little bit of, let's get rid of that now. There we go. Nice. Alright, perfect. Sunbro is fantastic. Station maintenance. How's this station doing? Station's doing fantastic. I think we can upgrade it because it's not nearly at full capacity for its fuel. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Nice. So our power plant is doing fine. It's doing fantastic. Resource merchant is great. Nice. Let's see how everything's looking. Everything's looking fantastic. Look at that. How much oil do you have? Should we upgrade you? We should not. Well, I mean, why not? Actually, let's see cargo. How much raw oil? Oh, you're just chock full of raw oil. So yeah, let's maximize our profits and upgrade this to the best of our ability. I cannot. Alright, then let's go over here and P. Yeah, we're still gaining E-cells, so I'm not going to worry about upgrading this. And let's see where the negotiator is. Probably not even close. Oh, that's right. You can press I, go to the negotiator, go to show on map. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Nice. Everybody's doing their stuff pretty well. Very, very well. The Ragamuffin is idle. I don't know why you have stuff on there. That's fine. Yeah, that's, I'd say everything went well. Alright. Well then, I guess all that's left for this episode would be for the negotiator to get back, but that's going to take quite some time. This is not a fast-paced game by any stretch of the imagination. But look at that. You can see all the little fighters doing their thing, popping in, landing, bumping into the ship because they're having trouble with landing, apparently. You know, it happens. I'm happy with this. Everything's going fantastic. See my insurance plan. Is it paid off yet? Oh, it's finally paid off. We'll never have to worry about it again, except for this Sunbro. Well, I just upgraded the size on the Sunbro, so naturally. 1 million for that. My goodness. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 99.9% of the way there. Ship value. That's amazing. Okay, let's take a tour of our fleet. So there's a Sunbro. Nice. There's the fuel factory. I'm telling you, man. I really do like this way of like having them look like giant ships in the sector functioning as stations. I kind of like that. In fact, for the fuel factor, I think I should maybe add some, like, you know, like look like tanks are jetting out from the core of it. But, whoa, run away. But how would I want to do that? I has an idea. Where would I want to make them look like they're jetting out of? Because if I have the nameplate right there, I could probably maybe put them on this section right here and have them coming up. But I'm not sure if the blocks would agree with me and do what I want them to do. Oh, look, we can just like hide in this little corner back here. I do like how massive these ships are getting though. But where would I want it to be? Let me just whack it. Let's see here. Maybe put them along down here somewhere. It's realistically, it's just cosmetic, but I think it could look nice if I did it right. Or we could just like leave it alone. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do. Should I try to make like the Exxon? This is just a placeholder name, but make the Exxon do its keep it just the way it looks or change it up. I am happy with the shape of the poor Newt, man. You guys saw that Newt. The Newt looked miserable with the bridge, but I think making the bridge a lot thinner really looks nice. I think that looks much, much better than the previous one. Like, I'm really happy with how that came out. Just having like a circle jerk. I'm just really happy with this design, guys. Like, I'm really happy. Like, she came together fantastically. Just go and, you know, just fly up in here and hide. We'll never get attacked now. We'll just chill here. Haha. Can't fire outside the shields, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So if I'm in the shield zone, I can't fire. That's really neat. I never even noticed that before. Look at those little ships go. Look at them just too. Like look at that. That is great. Man, like they have that hangar right there. They're just. Are y'all all right? Like what is that? Good heavens. All right, let's head on over to the Jeb. I think the Jeb is what I need to fix up next because I haven't done anything with that design. It doesn't even have a integrity field generator on it, let alone an actual shield generator, which we all know it definitely needs. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I tried to put like a little hangar on the side because I saw the ships were just constantly going over to the other hangar, just trying to make their life a little bit easier. I mean, we don't need it because it's the hangar on the Jeb is perfectly fine. But I thought cosmetically it looked kind of nice when it works, if it works. Maybe I need to make it bigger. But yeah, if we go over here, you can see how they're doing their thing on our big hangar. I wonder if we can fly into it. Let's see what happens here. Alright, line up, and then we just go, and then... Nope. Well, we tried, guys. We tried. See, I just have a massive assembly on it. Doing absolutely nothing right now. Yeah. See, how's it cargo hold? Is it, and can I upgrade it? I think this is already fully upgraded. Yeah, this is fully upgraded. We haven't even made our money back on this ship yet. Because, I've been sending all the stuff over here. Now, oh my goodness. Yeah, this guy's definitely made his money. 67 million. My goodness. The Sombro. You probably haven't made back any money, but you know, e-sales are important. So, wrong menu, trade goods. Oh no, it's made us money. It's made back all its money. That's pretty good. Oh wow, the e-cells are much more expensive in this area. Moving this station was definitely the right call. How's the cargo bay though? Is it still? Yes, except there's no point in upgrading it. All right. This is the oil refinery. I want my fuel factory. Where you at? F9. Fuel factory. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. How's that doing? That's doing great. Is a negotiator back yet? Where is she at? Oh boy, look at that. Look at that, guys. She's coming back. I know I should probably do this off screen, but I want you guys to enjoy how fantastically slow some things can get. Just look at this. My brother still hasn't texted me back his favorite color, let alone what the ship name should be. I'm telling you, it's awful. He did say something that explodes, though, so... I mean, the ship will explode at some point in time. See, so we got our fuel up and running. Fuel... I forget what stations use fuel, though. So let's hop onto the wiki real quick and see who sells fuel and to what, so that I can see what is next in our production chain. So fuel can go into, let me scroll all the way down here, a drone factory, an equipment dock, a planetary trading post, or a rocket factory. Well, you know we got to do the rocket factory. Straight up. Definitely rockets. But I'm going to need a lot more money to produce that, I think. This is 10... So it's going to be like about 1 million trinium is what I need. What is it? About 10 million for the ship, 12 million for the ship, and I think it's like 17 million to get the station built. So it's going to be... We're almost there, but it's going to be a ways off. Got plenty of Xanian now. The Lollipop is still producing its fighters. That is fantastic. It's going to be doing that for a while. Yeah, good times, guys. Good times. So I should... what the... Alright then. I'm not sure what has happened, but it definitely happened. This is my Neonite. Oh, no, you have trinium salvagers on here now. Alright, so that just means that I want to go to Save Designs, back it up, go to... There we go. That one has the assembly bay on the bottom. So I think it's earned it. What do you guys think? I'm going to say yes. Oh, there's no shipyard. So let's see how many pilots I need though. Size of 1, so yeah, I can get a full complement of salvaging fighters on this thing. No matter what. I'm not going to hire... Boop-a-doop-boo. The poor Ragamuffin. This is a design we haven't seen in quite some time. So we're going to need at least 120 fighters. Or pilots, rather. And then we can get this updated into its lovely jubbliness. Pressing the spacebar to continue. Build it. And then, yep, it's earned it. The Ragamuffin can now definitely become... I don't want to... That's just too excessive for the salvager. But that's perfectly fine. There we go. And then I want to go to View, All Blocks, the Transporter, because it doesn't need a transporter system on it. Zanian Transporter, that's just going to turn into Framework for now. There we go. And I want Trinium Framework. Done. Alright. And now we have crew problems. But that's okay, we're just going to go there and we're going to get the crew up. There we go. Look at that. I'm happy with how this design came out. The Negotiator is nowhere near here. I don't have a combat vessel in this area. So, there you have it. Oh, that's right. Without a transporter system software, I'm going to have to actually dock. Alright, game, you talked me into it. Merry Christmas, ship. There you go. Does this ship even have an academy on it? It does, a tiny academy, but that'll be fine. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is beautiful. I want to go to hire crew. Alright, how many sergeants do we need? Start off, give me, I don't know, 10 sergeants? Nice even number. That'll be alright. Oh, that was lieutenants. Well, we have them now. 110 sergeants. Perfect. Wrenchy boys, give me all your wrenchy boys. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I hit the right button. What happened there? 17. Hire the wrenchy boys, and then may as well stock up on generic crew. Then let's micromanage a little bit. Alright, that's fine. Right, that'll be fine, but good heavens. Can't believe I did that. I need one. I'm gonna need one commander. I need a generic crew. Boop. Congratulations. It's gonna take a long time, but it'll be alright. Actually, was there any fighters here? Because I'm gonna need like 60 more people. There was not. Yeah, let's go to this one first because that's closer. Oh, perfect. Look at that. I like when things go my way. But yeah, this is a lot of the stuff that I do off screen for you guys, but not today. Bring you guys along for the ride. And then once we get our ship upgraded, oh boy, I'm excited to start playing with her again. Can we dock, please? There we go. Go to hire crew, give me one commander, and give me all 136 of you boys. I know that's excessive overkill, but, you know, who cares? And then... There we go. That way I can actually, put the people correctly. That's fine. Alright. And do you have any more crew quarters on this thing? Actually, because I just have way too many. We're just going to jettison 87 people into space. Thank you for your time in service. Good luck. Let's see, what did you have? You have Frenchy boys. Yeah, let's get all the Frenchy boys from here. Or girls. Non-binaries. Whoever. Fluids. I can't keep up. Not saying that in a bad way. Just saying that in a actual straight up, I just can't keep up with stuff, but like, dude, if you're with me in a polite conversation and I call you like the wrong um, definition or wrong pronoun, just correct me and move on. I do not try to be disrespectful to people. Actually, didn't you have pilots and I just said, yeah, I'll ignore you? No pilots there, that's fine. Did you have pilots? Alright, no pilots. No pilots. 17 pilots. Alright, that has 17 at the resource depot. Nope. Alright, well, we can start getting them. I'm going to finish kitting out this ship, and then I'm going to ignore it forever. But I do want to get the crew situation taken care of. We drifting. I want to make sure I have 120 pilots on this thing before I forget about it for the rest of eternity. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna head over here. Actually. Well, this is happening. I should probably make these a little bit faster, because that is way too slow. But it's fine. It's gonna be out of sector, so nobody's worried about it. Oh, nice, a fighter factory. That'll definitely have pilots on it. It's very rare that the fighter factories do not have pilots. I have encountered it quite often. It sucks. It's like, boy, I need pilots, and then nope. That's fine. Go to crew. I need 18 more pilots. That's alright. Let's just jettison people into space. Alright. Auto assign. Only 18 more pilots. Come on, baby. Yeah, perfect. And then I can never think about the ship again. And the ragamuffin will follow us for eternity. The ragamuffin is going to be our cleanup. Come on, there we go, almost there. Hire crew. 18. 18. There we go. We have all the pilots we need. These guys will level up over time. In fact, they leveled up now. There you go. And then let's just get rid of everybody that we don't need here. How many untrained? Gonna go to auto assign, then we're gonna get rid of all 47 untrained individuals, right? I'm gonna go back to auto assign. Gonna get rid of more of our crew. We're just gonna have it completely topped off, and that will be good. Alright. We did it, guys. Perfect. Those guys will level up over time and become better. These guys will level up over time and get better. In fact, I can get rid of the 4 untrained guys now. Then auto assign. Sergeants will be fantastic. There we go. This ship I will never ever have to think about again. So I'm going to press T. I'm going to tell the Ragamuffin to head back home. The Negotiator. Oh, finally here, guys. We can do it. We're doing it live. Oh, did I tell the Ragamuffin to jump in that sector? Nope. Alright, we're going to switch to this sector, switch to Grafton sector, the Negotiator, and then we're going to finally build our railgun and point defense. Oh, it only took us like 2 hours to do. Oh boy, wasn't this a climactic episode? Such fun, such grace. I'm building railguns to shoot people in the face. I hope I bought everything. If I didn't, I'm going to be so sad at myself. Alright, find that turret factory. And away we go. Yeah, I should have more than enough money to buy everything we need. Actually, let's get, what is it? No, it's I. Missions, ingredients, abandon that so it's no longer on my screen. And away we go. Who thought it would be a good idea to fix the oxygen vent with duct tape? Why wouldn't that be a good idea? Like, duct tape is the best, so use it, yeah? Yay, we're out of trinium again. So how are our miners doing? Look at that, and we'll have plenty of trinium soon. Yay, there we go. Almost got it, almost got it. Oh, look at the Ragamuffin. The Ragamuffin's doing great. And then the next episode, we'll start our hunting and foraging and whatnot. Alright, where's the first off? I want to make 3 of those railguns, first and foremost. And then that was all the way leveled up, all the way leveled up, all the way leveled up, all the way leveled up. I feel like I forgot to buy something, but we'll find out. We wanted 3 of these, right? 1, 2, 3. Done. And then we want our point defense laser blueprint. Completely made. Beautiful. And then what was it? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Merry Christmas.